Good morning. This is Nani. Welcome. I've got two of my sweet babies here, little Noah and little Eleanor, and I thought it'd be a great day for changing them into autumn clothes. The weather is starting to get a little bit cooler outside, and last night I was looking through my dolly wardrobe and clothes, and I found some cute things to put on these two little babies. For if you're new to my channel, these are art dolls or reborns, and they're painted by artists, and they put a lot of time and effort into creating these beautiful babies. They're some of them are a little, between $150, $200 or higher, and they're all worth it because they're a lot of work, and they're not intended for children. They're more for adults because you have to treat them very gently, and they're either painted with Genesis heat paints or air dry paints. And I'm also an artist. I've painted at some of my dolls, and I love painting them. It gives me a lot of joy, and you learn it along the way. It's a whole process. So I thought I would change these two sweet babies. Little Noah has been wearing this little onesie, or it says all hugs, and I thought it was time to change him. Let me check that I'm on the video, okay? Yep. So I'm in my daughter's room. So I'm trying something new here. It's kind of fun just to change the scenery. And I've got a really cute poster up here with little babies. I love all the babies. There's like 15. And if you can see them, they have hair, some are bald. I just love this poster. And I had it in my daughter's room when she was a baby. So I was going to show you what I'm going to put on little Noah. He was maybe my third reborn that I owned. I bought him through reborns.com and Precious Pearl Nurseries, where I purchased him from. And he's got his little pacifier, which he's been kind of fussy all day, or this morning, so I thought it was time to give him put his little pacifier on. But he's such a sweet boy. He's got very pale skin, kind of baby skin, but some babies, every baby has different color skin, or some are more blotchy and some are a little more pale. And he has beautiful blue eyes. Look at that, beautiful blue eyes, and his lips are very realistic. And I love his little hands, the way they open. This one is very open, and then this one is a little more, he has it a little more closed, so you can put toys in their little hand, or whatever. He's a lot of fun to have. So I thought I would change him. I'll show you what I'm going to put him in. It was really a lot of fun last night looking for clothes. I do need to buy more winter-like clothes, autumn and winter clothes, because I have mostly summer things. But I'm going to put these little overalls on him, and they're little dude overalls, cool guy. And I've always loved my dolls in overalls, my babies. And so I thought these were really cute, so I'm going to put those on him with this little top, which is kind of has blue and green blue and green stripes, and I thought that would look really cute with his little overalls. And so I just felt like I just wanted to change my dollies into fall things. Those of you who love your reborns, I know you feel the same way I do, that these dolls are so much fun to change. And my family at first thought I was a little crazy, and some people might think that, but it's a fun hobby, and we enjoy it. Everybody loves we all have our hobbies that we love, and right, Noah. So let's take this off. Oh, it's a little tricky to get clothes off of this little guy, because he's a big boy. He's about 23 inches tall, and he's very heavy. He weighs about 7 pounds, 6 or 7. So he's a heavy little guy, and he just looks so realistic to me. I think his artist might have used Prisma colors on his hair, but I just love that. And but anyway, so yeah, the leaves are haven't quite started changing in Wisconsin. They're getting a little, maybe the tips of the leaves are changing a little bit. We've had temperatures in the 40s at night, so it's definitely cooling down. And so autumn is my favorite time of year. I don't know, it just, the crispiness in the air and the leaves changing, and just taking walks and looking at all the pumpkins and gourds that people have in their porches. It's just a really fun time. I think, and plus people are getting ready for winter, starting to winterize things, thinking about, putting things away, and we get very harsh winters here, so of course we have to start getting ready. And we were thinking of painting our house, and we have not made much progress in that. We have kind of wood shingles or wood siding to our house, so it's going to take a lot of work. Sorry if little Noah is not on the screen there, but I'll move him over here so you can see him. There we go. So yeah, we were going to paint the house, but we've been busy like everyone else this summer. It's been kind of an unusual summer, and so it's probably going to be next summer before we paint the house, or next spring, because once it gets too cold, the paint just doesn't dry as well, and especially if it's getting down in the 40s at night. So I'm sure, yeah, so I guess we should have gotten moving on it, and we didn't. But there's always house projects. We've lived in this house about 30 years, and my daughter was only a year old when we moved here, and so there's always a lot of little things that need to be done, and yep. So, but I love I love this hobby. I love my dolls, like everybody in this community does. And I hope, I'm hoping this fall that we'll all be making fun videos, uplifting videos. That's what we all need, and especially with what's going on. And it's always fun, and just to see how people dress their babies. Look at him. He's so cute. I just love that. And he's got little splotchy cheeks, kind of and the back of his hair, look at that. It's kind of you can see the Prisma color on there. But I just love this little guy. I might have to revarnish him sometime. Give him like more of a little rougher texture, although I don't dare touch him because his artist did a perfect job on him, and he's very special to me. So, but anyway, back to the house. Yeah, we're gonna paint, but we decided we might have to hold off. My husband and my son are building a canoe out of wood strips. They do a beautiful job, and that's kind of their hobby. Now that my son is home, it's kind of nice that they have something that they can share together. And I think we all need distractions during this time, and about things that we enjoy doing. So, but anyway, I'm trying to get these little overalls on little Noah. He's such a sweet boy. Yes. So yeah, everything is cooling off a little bit, and I haven't seen a lot of pumpkins at the stores yet. It's still a little early for that, but it won't be long, and we'll have we'll be seeing a lot of pumpkins and Halloween things, and that's always fun, isn't it, Noah? And Noah loves autumn and stuff. Maybe when the leaves start changing, I would love to be able to go outside and make a video of the leaves changing. I think that would be a lot of fun. So I'll have to wait a couple weeks or 2 or 3 weeks before that happens. But right, oh, little Noah. Yes. Yeah, I fell in love with this little guy when I saw him. I just thought he looked so special. I just fell in love with him. You know how it is with dolls, when we see one that we really like, we just have to buy it right away. And although I'm very careful because I have about 15 reborn dolls, and I did practically donate. I donated one of my dollies to somebody, to a thrift store that, you know, their money goes for a good cause and everything, and I just did not bond with this particular dolly. So I decided to just donate it because, you know, it's kind of hard selling dolls nowadays. It seems like there's just so many out there. And, but there's little Noah. What do you all think? Oh, yeah, he's such a sweet boy. And this blanket I made, it's kind of fallish color, which I love the autumn colors with the rusts and the reds. And so he's all cozied up for autumn time, aren't you? Yep, and now he seems a lot happier than he was before. He was being a fussy little boy this morning. I'll have to find him a different pacifier, but he doesn't need one right now, or does he? Should we leave him with his pacifier? There he is. He's all happy. I'll have to find him. I have a lot of pacifiers, and it's fun to just find a cute one. So now I've got little Eleanor here. Her name is Eleanor Ruth, and she's the April sculpt by Adri Stoetti, and I adopted her in July. Isn't she just gorgeous? She's got a very thin body, but I love that about her, and her eyes are just so gorgeous with the blue. And I adopted her from reborns.com, and she's a big girl. She's more of a toddler size. I had been looking for a toddler girl. And let me see. Yep, she's showing up just fine. So she's ready to get changed. She's been wearing this quite a while, haven't you, little Eleanor? Yeah, I love yellow, and I had her with her. I had her wearing this for quite a while, but it's time to change. So, but yeah, her artist is Gail Starr from Old Fashioned Reborns, and Old Fashioned Dolls or Old Fashioned Reborns, and I thought she did a beautiful job. And she does use air dry paints, which I really appreciate that somebody else uses that. And she's just gorgeous. But she's got a little onesie that says Beijam, which means beautiful. And so we'll get you dressed. And her feet, she's got very realistic feet and hands. Look at her hands. And her little fingernails, they're all tipped and glossed. And she's very poseable, which I love about this little girl. So, and she had her little Care Bear. I love this, the Sunshine Bear. Isn't that sweet? So she's got a Sunshine Bear to keep her company, keep her happy. Yep. So I'll show you what she's gonna wear. This is the dress she came in, and it's a very vintage dress with red and beigey color, and it's got some smocking on the top here, very beautiful. I love that. And it's got little beige buttons on the back, and it's a little big for her. I mean, I think it's more like a size 18 months, but I just love that dress, and so I thought I'd put that on her. And then we'll put on, I was going to put little pink socks because I don't really have any lacy socks. I have to buy a few more. And I thought with lace it would be okay, it would look cute. And then I found her a little sweater that peach goes with just about anything, and I thought it looked very fall-like, so I thought, okay, I'll put that little sweater on her. So, yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well, enjoying your little dolls, and yeah, I hope everybody's doing well and staying healthy. So I have wonderful memories of when my children were little in the autumn, and we used to go to the apple orchard close by. Well, it was maybe an hour away from here, maybe not so close, but it just, this time of year brings back memories of going to the apple orchard. And we'd all get in the car. My kids were like in first grade, second grade, and their cousins would come, and we'd all get in the car and we'd go to the apple orchard. And when we got there, everybody was talking about what kind of pumpkin they were gonna get. That's the fun part of autumn, is deciding all those things. Look at her, how pretty. But so anyway, we'd get to the apple orchard and we'd go out in the field, and there were hundreds of pumpkins, and my children just couldn't wait to pick out their favorite pumpkin. And everybody has different tastes as to what they like. There's little Eleanor. And I usually picked a pumpkin that we could carve later on into a jack-o'-lantern. And so we'd go and look for pumpkins and gourds, and then we'd go into their little store, and they had the most wonderful apple dumplings, or apple turnovers. They were just wonderful. You could just smell the smell of the apples baking inside the store, and inside their store they had a very pretty store. And so we'd sit down and have hot apple cider and have our apple turnovers, and they also had carameled apples, anything to do with apples. And so anyway, we have a lot of good memories of going there, and my kids still talk about that. They reminisce a lot about what it was like going there. They still remember that. I think this year they probably aren't going to have it open because of what's happening, but so we all have to be very careful. But and then we'd ride a tractor. They had a tractor that would pull a big wagon in the back, or a big, what do you call it, where you could fit 15 people, 10 persons in there. And they'd take us around the cornfield. They had a huge cornfield, and so we'd always, we'd get in, they'd pull us, and it was like a tractor pull thing, or a wagon, and we'd all get in, and they'd take us for a ride, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So it always it really made the autumn special to do that. And my mom would go. She loved going there, and she's doing just fine, thank goodness. My mom is. But she loved going there. If it was open this year, for sure we'd go again. And of course our children are a lot older. But so anyway, if you want to share down below what you do in the autumn, or a memory that you have of autumn that you remember, I would love to hear from you. That's what's so much fun about this community, that we can all share stories. And there's little, what do you think of her? Look at that. She's all decked out in her beautiful knit sweater with her little dress. And she did come with some old-fashioned shoes, which I'll be putting on. But for right now, I think I'll just leave her little socks on, because it'll take me a while to get her shoes on. Right, little girl? Right, little Eleanor? And I love old-fashioned names. So Eleanor sounded very old-fashioned. I love that name. And then her middle name is Ruth, after my grandma. I always love that name, Ruth. So Eleanor Ruth. So, and I'll put this little headband on her. Yep, there we go. Oh my goodness, I'm talking away here, aren't I? Yes, I forget that I gotta end this pretty soon. So I'll put a little headband on her. She's got a very lacy hairband with a little flower. There we go. Should we turn your head this way? There she is. Oh, I gotta be gentle. Gotta be gentle with you, don't we? Yes. So I'll put you right there, and I'll put your little bear next to you. There we go. What do y'all think? There, she just looks so beautiful. And like I said, I've got to buy some white socks with lace. It's hard to come by those. I guess I have to really look around and see if I can find some with little lace like that. I love those. When I was a little girl, those are the kind of socks that I used to wear. And I wanted to show you an autumn photo, if I can remember where it was. I love this book. Oh, there we go. It's called A Little Golden Book Collection, Eloise Wilkins Stories. And I love the illustrations in here. And here is a little mommy pushing her baby in the buggy. And there's a little girl, and she's pushing her little stroller with her dolly. And it looks like it's autumn with all the leaves falling, and they both have their coats on and their hats all ready for autumn. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you come back again to watch. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.